concepts of future ideas for Wikipedia. This is not any immediate project, but to illustrate how Wikipedia could support more of the learning journey. The idea is that currently people use Wikipedia to learn and go through this journey, and they have to do a lot of work on their own. And this exploration is trying to explore the question of what else can Wikipedia do for our users to support them more in their learning journey, and thinking of different learning needs that we can support, from finding a specific answer or exploring a topic area and finding interesting aspects as they go through different rabbit holes, or getting immersed into the story of a specific article. And in this case, I'm using an example of a journalist planning a trip to Kenya that wants to learn more about the place, culture, and local animals. And the concept is that information units and knowledge can be collected and contextualized to support learning, and also shared and embedded. And here we have an example. This is a representation of a regular Wikipedia article for the city of Nairobi. Here we are surfacing references more, and inviting people to check for making verifiability up front and connecting content. But more importantly, we are providing this overview that currently it's supported by info boxes, but here we are emphasizing more interactive elements such as maps or different kinds of information that it's presented in ways that better suits that kind of information, from data like population to maps, images, links to other relevant articles. And in this case, the example user may be interested on the elevation of Nairobi, so the option to explore allows to get more information or even ask Wikipedia directly. And once we are getting an answer, this can be relevant enough to be pinned into the article, so we can have it here for everyone to see, or the user to see and compare other cities. And this can be also kept by the user. And here we are illustrating a personal notebook for the trip to Kenya, where our user is compiling different pieces of information to learn and have that information at hand, but also to explore it further, because learning is about putting information into context also. So here the elevation of Nairobi can be explored further, and maybe check how it compares to other major cities in Kenya to understand that it has a high altitude. There are even some cities with a higher one. Other cities are closer to the sea level. And that can be also information that is relevant to share in other contexts with friends, or maybe in this case, if the journalist is working for National Geographic, maybe that can be something that could be embedded in an article about Nairobi, and allowing people to check the information, to keep it for themselves, exploring it further, and always having it connected to Wikipedia, where they can verify where it comes from, if it's reliable, and continue the learning journey. Similarly, if any piece of content is selected, we are exploring different options in which active readers can participate, from adding this piece of information to their notebooks, sharing with others, indicate that they learned something new, so that other users or the system knows that it's a relevant piece of information that could be promoted into the overview. It can be edited as anything on Wikipedia, or maybe making a suggestion as a low barrier to entry way to provide some correction that someone else may approve. Indicate that a citation may be needed, that we found this a bit questionable, and maybe a reference can help to indicate where this information comes from, or discuss to connect with the editing community and propose improvements. In this case, again, we can illustrate how this gets added, and more importantly, the idea that these notebooks can be live connected with the content. So if there are improvements in the content, if there are changes, like a reference was added or something changes, you can keep track of the pieces of information that you want to in your learning journey and stay up to date. Yeah, so thanks a lot for your time. As I've said, these are just a set of concepts that can be executed in many different ways, so they are just put together here for the purpose of discussion. So feel free to share your thoughts. Thanks.